Okay, here's the last one, everybody, and then we'll be almost at the end of the podcast. Hour and 10 minutes, just like that. First ever live one. There you go. All right. Guys lie on Tinder. Surprise. Hey, old Bill. I'm a 29-year-old single lady living in Virginia. Along with most other singles my age, it seems I've had to try out various dating sites and apps over the years, but haven't had any success cultivating anything more than a date here or there. I realize this, oh my God, this is so fucking long. Lady, maybe if you got to the point, you'd get a second date. That was a cheap shot. Admittedly, that was a cheap shot. I got anxiety on how long this was, and rather than admitting to the fact that I don't like to read out loud, I blamed her. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for your horrible social life. Let's continue. I realize a lot of this was likely due to the fact that I've been pretty overweight my entire adult life. Oh, now I'm sad. However, the last year and a half, I've managed to lose 112 pounds. There you go! That's fucking awesome. It took you a year and a half. Good for you. 112 pounds and counting. She's not done yet. She's like John Elway. She's getting the rings at the end of her career. And to taking all that shit in the press, she's finally living up to her expectations. I love it. And counting. By changing my diet and literally running my tits off on the elliptical for an hour 5 times a week. That's fucking amazing. Good for you. And anyways, last week on Tinder, I matched with a very cute 29-year-old guy. He initiated the conversation. We had a great back and forth comparing what podcasts we listened to. I found out he actually lives in Ohio and was only traveling in my area for work for the next few days. All right, that's a red flag, and he's on Tinder. He's looking to get his dick sucked. All right, that's it. He doesn't want to know how many brothers and sisters you have and what's your hobby. Oh, do you like to cook? Fantastic. Why don't you cook my balls in your mouth as I stroke my dick over here? Brutal honesty. Women like honesty. Anyways, I know I should have called it quits then, but finding out someone that can actually hold a conversation seems to be a real rarity these days. He asked me out to dinner, but because of my diet and wanting to be nice, I offered for him to come over for a home-cooked healthy meal. Oh, and you didn't fill him into the backstory. Now he thinks he's getting anal. This is how guys think, okay? If we want this whole Me Too thing to end, guys have to be honest about how they think. All right, he came over, was just as cute in person as in his pictures. The great conversation kept flowing. I can't believe you just met somebody on the internet and invited them over to your fucking house. Please tell me you had a fucking pistol taped to the inside of your leg. The great conversation kept flowing, and 6 hours later, we were making out. We both had to be up early the next day. He left with plans to hang out again the next day after work. We did and ended up hooking up. He left Virginia the next day, but we continued to message pretty constantly over the next week with him initiating the conversation most of the time. I swear to God, there's 3 paragraphs left, and I want to apologize to each and every one of you. I want to have a benefit for all of your ears, having to listen to me have to fucking read this goddamn long. Please call the number at the bottom of the screen, and a portion of the proceeds will go to everybody's eardrums in this room, and also my Dodge 2-door Hemi pickup truck for 40 grand. Anyways, all seem to be going pretty great, except the 8-hour distance in between one another. Well, yeah, okay. You guys never looked at a globe? However, you know what? There's an I in Virginia. There's an I in Ohio. They must be pretty close. Don't they alphabetize by a vowel in the middle of them or something? All seem to be going pretty good. Okay, except for the 8, blah, 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 blah. Nothing really came. Okay, however, I just had a feeling something wasn't quite right, so I Googled him. I guarantee you he has a family. Nothing really came up except his I don't know what, profile. Then a few lines down, I see an old wedding gift registry site with his name on. I called it! I swear to God, I didn't read this before. You think this sounds bad out loud? You should hear when I read quietly and I just hear me stuttering in my brain. I searched all the girls' names on the registry along with his last name on Facebook, and bingo, all over this girl's profile are cute pictures of a sweet couple, the other half of which is the guy that I was in bed with a week ago. The son of a bitch is married. What do I do here, Bill? Do I call the guy out on his shit and rip him a new one? Do I send his wife a message and tell her what he's doing? He travels. All the women are going, yes. All the guys are like, no, 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 move on, move on. He travels the majority of the time for work, and I'm sure I'm not the first person he's done this to. He already deleted his Tinder profile, and our text message have only been PG for the most part, so I don't have any concrete proof to send her. I feel completely wretched? W-R-E-T-C-H-E-D? Wretched. All right, I was right. Jesus Christ. Wretched? I thought that's when you were, like, puking. Retching. Oh, all right, everybody's got a degree in the room. I feel completely wretched and terrible for the most part. I unknowingly played into this entire situation. No, you didn't. You didn't unknowingly. This is like one of the oldest fucking stories on the internet. Also, any dating advice for me moving forward is also appreciated. Thanks for the advice, and congrats on that beautiful baby girl of yours. Oh, thank you very much. All right. Yay! Oh, Billy became a father. All right. First of all, I got to be honest with you. You're kind of going Hillary Clinton on this thing, where you're not taking any responsibility for this loss whatsoever. You're blaming him. You're calling him a piece of shit. You're the Electoral College. You're blaming the Sandinistan rebels. Everything but you, okay? You went on Tinder. Tinder is a total hookup site. It's full of fucking scumbags. And then guess what? You met a fucking scumbag. So, what I would take out of that is to not go on dating sites, and I would try, I don't know, I would join like a fucking sports league or some shit, like go play some softball. I would try to do some hobby thing. I know this sounds like an old guy thing, but like, you know, the fucking internet is the internet. Now, if you want to go blow up this guy's life to make you feel better, I mean, you can also do that. I mean, I don't know. What I do, when I fuck up, I just go, I fucked up, and I walk away from it. I mean, if you want to do that, that's up to you. I don't fucking know. I mean, who knows? Maybe his wife isn't blowing him. You know? Let's try to blame his innocent wife now. You know? I just feel like in this age of hyper-feminism, the way women always just stick up for other women, that guys need to start doing this. So I have to stick up for this complete piece of shit here. Maybe, you know, maybe just the love's gone in the relationship. They got the kids. He doesn't want to leave. He just wants to know what it likes to have fun again. And you were fun. And he fucking, you know, it's kind of on you, though, because the first night when you just hung out, all you got to do is look at his wedding ring, and if he's wearing a ring, you'll see the indentation from it. I mean, you got to go a little bump, 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 right? Ma'am, I don't know why I'm blaming you. I have no excuse for this fucking guy. I don't know. I mean, what about George Clooney in that movie where he's flying around in the planes and he showed up and that woman had a family? You know, did he say anything? He didn't. What was it called? Up in the Air, right? And he was banging that woman, and then he went to her house and he found out that she was married, and he was like, oh, fuck. And he just walked away. That's what guys do. We just walk away. Women start pulling hedges out of the front yard. They start putting rabbits in the fucking stew and shit. Like, is that why we die sooner than they do? Because we just hold that in our chest? The fucking bitch had a family, and you just carry that around for the rest of your life? Women get to get it out. Well, here's the thing. If he has kids and shit, like, maybe he's just going through a fucking phase that he's working it out. You're going to blow up that family, and their dad's going to leave. And just so you know, there's going to be 2 kids crying. I don't know if this guy has kids. Does he have kids? I don't know. Personally, I would just take the loss, and I would move on. I would just go like, listen, I checked you out. I found out you're married, you fucking piece of shit. And because I'm a cool chick, I'm not going to call you fucking wife. Go fuck yourself. I mean, you could do that, or you could just say, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I can't throw another guy under the bus like this. That's what you would do. There you go. Someone in the crowd said that's what I would do. Keep losing weight and move the fuck on. Yeah, but you have to. This is what you have to do. Yeah. You know what you got to look at that guy like? You got to look at that guy like when Columbus was sailing across the ocean. He didn't see land first. He saw branches. So he knew that something good was coming, right? That he could exploit and cut their arms off when they didn't give enough gold. Okay? Allegedly. I like how new evidence shows that he was this. What'd you find? Huh? Did somebody scrawl it into a fucking tree? Yeah, just look at this guy. Okay, you're gonna have to, you're gonna take some losses on your way to a championship. Okay, you don't blow up the whole team and burn down the fucking arena. That's what you want to do. Just know this. Take it as a compliment. You lost so much weight, you were worth risking a house for. I don't know. I got nothing. All right. You know what? That is the podcast. This is the first ever live podcast. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was fun. Go fuck yourselves, and I'll check in on you.